MigliaTV is the easiest way to get TV or other analog sources into your iTunes, iPod, iPhone, or Apple TV. MigliaTV works with products like TVMini Plus and TVMax Plus. So we'll connect a source to one of the analog connectors, and then we'll select that input here using the video input. I can choose from a TV tuner, composite, or S-video input. We will make sure that we have video started on the source, and then we'll press record on the on-screen remote. I can tell that recording has begun because I can see the counter progressing in the controller window. When we're done recording, I will click again on the record button here on the on-screen remote to stop recording. Now I can go ahead and open from Window the Schedules and Recordings window. I can select the recording that I just created, and I can click on Add to iTunes. And this will add the recording to the iTunes library. So I'll do that, and then I'll switch over to iTunes. And we can see that C-SPAN 2008 live recording is the recording that was just added. If I go back to my MigliaTV window, sure enough, C-SPAN 2008 live recording is the one that I just brought in. And if I view this recording, we'll see that it is in fact the same kind of footage that I was getting just a moment ago on my source here. It's that same gentleman. So I can easily and quickly add things to iTunes. And this is that recording. It took just as long as clicking record, stopping the recording, and telling it to add to iTunes, and it was added instantly. There was no wait. It was only the speed of the copy operation that was taking the time between stopping recording and adding to iTunes. It's just that fast. Now, this added it in my movies section of my iTunes. Suppose, for example, that I'd rather add it in TV shows. This too is possible. I will go to my MigliaTV preferences, I'll go to plugins, and then I'm going to click on iTunes Export. I'll click on Preferences. I can add to iTunes to the iTunes library. I can choose where it will go when I add. I can choose an iTunes playlist, and I can select from existing playlists, all videos, my children's movies, my phone playlist, a special playlist, all kinds of playlists that I can choose from. I prefer to keep things in my iTunes library. I can add specifically as a TV show, and if necessary, I can change to something like iPhone, because I like taking videos with me on my iPhone. I'll say OK, having made those settings. I'll say OK to close preferences. Now I've got here in my Schedules and Recordings window a VH1 music video that I recorded. I'm going to go ahead and send that to iTunes, and it will appear in the TV shows because that's where I've told it to appear. So I've gone ahead and sent that to iTunes. I'll switch back to iTunes. I'm going to go to TV shows, and we can see that it is copying the music video into iTunes just to be ready for my iPhone. We're going to let that finish copying, and then I'm going to go ahead and click play. But you can see that this is the speed that it takes. It's just that fast. Okay, that's finished. I've got the recording here. And it works perfectly.